Hello, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Hi, Anna, welcome. Yes, we can hear you.
How are you?
Well, thank you. We're looking forward to your workshop. We'll just give everybody one more minute to join. As we can see in the chat, lots of our audience members are learning a language, of course. I can see lots of German learners. Yiddish, oh, that sounds great. I'd love to learn Yiddish. Spanish, Greek, French. Okay, quite a range.
Okay, don't forget you also have the poll, so you can have a look there and click and answer, and then we can see.
Excellent. We already have one question there in the poll ready, and we'll add a few more later.
Cool.
Okay, we have another Spanish learner. Excellent.
Do language tips and tricks and how to put it into practice. And the first thing will be to learn with images. And maybe you say, Anna, I already knew about that. Yeah, I know that maybe you knew that, but do you actually do it? Did you actually do it to help yourself learn or teach languages? Because there are many, many ways to support our brain or to hack our brain or to trick our brain to do what the brain doesn't want to do. So that's one of them. And so you know that, please now do it. Before, when I was teaching, I was using Google Photos and I was helping my students to learn faster. Right now we have the emojis that are a great tool, so use them. We use them a lot in Chatterback. And it's not only a way to practice, but it's also a way to avoid translating, because when we teach, we also try to avoid translated. And these words that you see in all of them, I think they're actually there, depending which device you're seeing. These words that you are seeing, they're actually words you have already heard in Spanish. I'm super, super sure. I know that. So it will all make sense at the end of the presentation. So if I give you this is a
Sorry,
list.
Anna, just to interrupt you one moment. Do you have a presentation that you'd like to share right now?
Oh, I thought you were seeing that. Momentito. Un momento. These are the words that I was talking about, and these are all emojis. So if I give you this, maybe you don't know the words, but now you will know the words. Thank you, Maddie. So if I give you this list, this is like, too much letters and all gray, and I don't even want to learn Spanish, or I have no idea what they mean. So I can tell you blanco means white, dia means day, and then you will say, this crazy person thinks that she's going to teach me 8 words in 30 minutes, and I have been listening to a conference the whole day. But wait, because first, you're way more capable than what you think, and maybe 30 minutes is a short period of time, but I'm not telling you to learn them today, which you maybe will do, but think more about 5 minutes a day. And I know that's what our teachers always say, but it's mostly a matter of repetition, and I will talk about that later. So this list maybe is like for you at the beginning, but if I give you this, you start to associate the images with the words. Blanco, oh, white. Dia, day. Okay, calendar. Okay, dia, day. Veneno, poison. Enamorar, heart, eyes. Fall in love. And then you associate that. Caliente, hot. I don't mean fire. I mean hot. Frío, cold. Okay. Beber, to drink. Okay. Matar, to kill. Okay. So she said once the words. Now I have an image to associate that with. Now it's easier for me to remember that. Blanco, white. Dia, day. Veneno, poison. Enamorar, fall in love. Caliente, hot. Frío, cold. Beber, drink. Matar, kill. So this is a lot. So let's go one by one. Blanco, white. And you see blanco, blanca, because the pen in Spanish, because I'm teaching you Spanish right now in case I wasn't clear about that. And it changes depending on the gender of the word. Blanco, white. Dia, day, dia. Okay, see? Veneno, poison, el veneno, enamorar, fall in love. Oh, enamorar. Caliente, hot, I don't mean fire, I mean hot. Cold, I don't mean snow, I mean cold. Fire, hot, snow, cold. See? Beber, to drink, and matar, to kill. A little bit of drama at the end. So here you have a list. In this list, you already are very familiar with these words. So maybe you will learn them easier now that you can associate that with something. So that was one of my first tips. The next thing that I want you to know, or that I would want you to try, is repetition. I've been repeating the words many times as I was saying them, and I really want you to try to do this active thinking but passive learning. What do I mean like that by that? So at the end of many of my workshops or hours that I was teaching, people were tired, but you have to teach the many hours that you have to teach, and you have to learn the many hours that you have to learn. So I would use PowerPoints with a lot of words, and we will repeat them every day. So in 2 words, I was teaching people so much vocabulary. It was incredible. And how to do it. And it doesn't only apply if you're a teacher, also if you're a learner, because you can do this for yourself. If I give you this list, blanco, okay, white, dia, date, veneno, poison, enamorar, fall in love. Okay, I'm giving you all the results. You don't have to think. There is no active thinking. You're not securing the world and saving them in your mind. But if I give you this, now I have to think, okay, blanco, I think she meant a color. I think it was white. Yeah, it was the first thing. Dia, dia. Veneno, poison. Enamorar, heart, eyes. Yeah, that was to fall in love, maybe it was to like someone. So this way you have to actively think. But if I give you this, I'm not even giving you the Spanish word. So you really, really, really have to come up with the word. You really now find out, did I actually know the word, or I thought I knew the word? So in the moment that you're actually pulling this word that you learned a few minutes ago from the very last dark corner of your mind, this process, you're actually securing and saving the word, and you're going to remember that easier. This moment when you actually have to remember this painful moment is the moment that's going to make you remember better and save the word in your brain. So now we're going to learn these words together. Are you ready? See? And we're going to do this with active thinking and passive learning, because you don't have to do anything. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to only move the slides. You only have to think, nothing more. So this was a color. What was it? I don't think it's black. I think it's white. What is it in Spanish? Blanco. Muy bien, muy bien. Keep on thinking. What do I say? I mean day. Day is día. Muy bien. This, can you remember, was something very, very dangerous. It starts with veneno, el veneno. This, heart, eyes, to fall in love. Enamorar. This, you see the fire, and you know I don't mean fire, I mean warm, caliente, very good, or hot. This, you know I don't mean snow, I mean frío, cold, very good. Here, it's not a cocktail, she means it was actually a verb, it was beber, to drink. And this, it's not a knife, she doesn't mean knife, she means to kill, matar. So what we have been doing is you have to do nothing. I prepared the slides for you, I moved them for you, you only had to turn your brain on. And learn what we just did is we've been learning with images, we have been learning with repetition, and in this repetition there was active thinking and passive learning. We were not giving you the whole list, you would have to actually think actively. So we continue with the tips. For me, it worked very, very much when I associate a color with a gender. And I have been learning words with colors my whole life. I do it in the very beginning, and then I didn't do it for many years. And then I recuperate. I took again this strategy that I was using when I was a girl, when I was actually at university, to learn faster. Choose the colors that work for you, whatever that you like. I'm going to show you very binary, very classic, blue for boys and red for girls. I know that, I'm aware, but that's how I learned when I was a kid. So I'm keeping them for that. You choose whatever colors work for you. And I actually have been continuing to do this because, for example, when I was learning Dutch, I had one color for the articles, one color for the different gender of the nouns, one color for the adverbs, one color for the verbs, so that at the beginning that you actually have no idea what you're looking at, you can put the different words into different boxes so it's clearer for you. Someone in the chat say, I'm Dutch. Ik spreche in Nederlands. Ich habe alles, I forgot everything. I was going to speak in German. Oh, God. So I'm going to show you, this is an example of how I was learning German when I was a kid. Der is masculine, blue, das is neutral, is green, and die, red, feminine. So if I close my eyes, I can still see the cards that my teacher will show me, and I can still see the image of the bird, of the book, and of the doll. I can still see it. There are many words that I have learned from when I was a kid until I was an adult. A lot of words. And a lot of them, I have no idea about the gender anymore because I learned the word, but not the article. But the ones that I learned when I was a girl with these cards, I know for sure the article. So please, 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 don't be like Anna when she was a teenager. Be like the kid, the tiny Anna when she was a girl, or the adult Anna now that I'm trying to do it better. Because it depends very much on the language that you're learning. But it can actually help you a lot. Yeah. Sí, momentito. For example, if I show you día, el día, okay, then you actually need to remember el is for masculine, el día actually finished with a, usually that's feminine, but now it's, but if I give you the color and you always see it with a color, okay, it's a blue, that's a very dominant in this screen, so I'm pretty sure it's masculine, el día, el día, el día, okay. And if I give you veneno, the same. Okay, it finishes with all this probably masculine, but there are some exceptions, so blue, masculine, el veneno, el día, el veneno, masculine, okay? So this way, you're gonna associate it better again with images or colors. So again, it depends very much on the language you're learning, as we're gonna see in the next thing. When you learn the whole word, when you learn the word, please learn the whole word. And with that, I mean, if you learn a verb, please learn also the preposition that maybe always goes with that verb. And if you learn a word, learn the article and the plural. So as I was saying, this might not be relevant in every language, but for example, in Spanish is kind of relevant, it depends on, but in German, you need to do this. You need to do this. For example, tree, is you have only one article, you only have the tree, okay? The tree, a tree, you have nothing more to learn. All the nouns have the or a tree. And the plural is always an S, so that's all. You don't have to learn anything more. In Spanish, it's a bit more because you have two, you have actually four articles, depending it's feminine, masculine, plural, singular, and it's el día. El is always gonna be los in plural. The same here, and you just add S or ES at the end. So there's not that much that you need to learn, but there are some exceptions like el día that you're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to memorize that. But in German, maybe you get to the point that you know which cases you're using. Okay, it's dative, it's accusative, and nominative. And maybe you actually know this verb works with this preposition and this preposition works with this case. But if you then don't know the gender of the word, the article of the word, you're lost anyway. So please, please, please learn the whole word. Don't be like teenage Anna. No. Do it properly. Learn it with the article and with the plural in case you learn a language that really needs that. So you thought you were done, but no, you're not. Again, back to learning our words with images and repetition. And this time I want you to write them in the chat. So I'm going to wait a little bit. Are you ready? And go. I'm going to read you in the chat. Muy bien, Blanco. Someone is already using colors. Very nice. Okay, I continue. And now I'm confirming you that you did it right. Blanco, blanca. Very good. Next one. Muy bien, fantástico, muy bien. El día, I'm confirming you that. Muy bien. Ready for the next one? Something dangerous. Muy bien. Okay. Uy, muy bien. This is how you write the word. Muy bien. This, what is this? Fantástico, fantástico, fantástico. Enamorar, amor, enamorar. Muy bien. This is not fire. And you actually know I don't mean fire. You know I mean caliente, hot. No fuego. Muy bien, Mila. It's not fuego. And this is not snow. And you know I don't mean snow. You know I mean frío. Fantástico. Muy bien. Here you have the confirmation. It's also important to have a confirmation. This is a verb, and I don't mean cocktail. Muy bien, muy bien. And this, chan, 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 chan. Matar, matar. This is how you write it. This is how you write it. Un aplauso. ¡Woo! Fantástico. Muy bien. Muy bien. Muchas gracias. Fantástico, fantástico. Okay, we continue with the tips. When you learn something, you can associate some words with others, and this way you're gonna remember them easier and faster. So if you're gonna learn caliente, if you're gonna make the effort to learn hot, you could already learn cold, because since you're there, you could also do it caliente, frío, frío, caliente, hot and cold, cold and hot. So help yourself, trick your brain, caliente, frío, frío, caliente, okay? And if it's not opposites, maybe it's like from the same family of meaning. Of course, veneno and matar are two different words, but maybe you kill someone with poison. Well, I hope you don't kill anyone, but you know what I mean. To kill someone with poison, matar someone with veneno. It's like in the same family. See? For example, if you learn dia, you could also learn noche. That's night, okay? But that's today we're not learning noche, we're learning dia, el dia, see, remember? So association, learn by association, learn association words with each other. Something else, learning through songs. Listen to the lyrics, try to understand. I know in the beginning it's just a big mush of words, but do you remember when some of us were teenagers and wanted to understand English and we couldn't find the lyrics online because there was no internet, or the internet wasn't there yet, and we had to buy the CDs and read the booklet, and maybe the booklet sometimes didn't have the lyrics, or I couldn't learn English with the lyrics and I couldn't understand it. What a great opportunity. There is this thing called the internet, which is going to help you. This is going to help you learn languages. So what a lag, what an opportunity. Please help yourself and learn with songs. Yes, someone in the chat is saying, I was kind of shocked after I understood the songs I listened to as a kid. Yeah, the same with Spanish people. It's like we were saying like, we have no idea what we're saying. So now is the moment that I'm going to ask someone to come to the stage with me, because I'm going to show you this. And if you know where this text comes from, please don't say it. Don't say it. Wait until the end. Don't say where this song comes from if you know it. If you don't know it, or if you think you know most of the words, please come to the stage with me and let's see if you understand some of the words. So who would like to come to the stage? Someone is already using sentences. Ok, Janina, fantástico, muchas gracias. ¿Sí, Janina? Oh, Murat, if you wanna come in, or with you can click on fantástico. Muy bien. Or even you both.
Hello. Yes,
Okay.
if you'd like to join, just click on share audio and video on the top right, and then Anna can let you in and accept your request.
Murat, I lost you. I don't know why. You can try again. So you see the text. So I'm pretty sure you already kind of like, I recognize a few words. So maybe let's go over them. What do you already recognize? And can you remember what it means? It's okay if you don't recognize all of them. It was a lot.
Okay, so the first line is...
Janina, sorry to interrupt. There's a bit of an echo on your side.
Okay, it stopped now. So, first line.
Can I try again?
Yes.
Okay. So, blanca como el día.
Blanca.
It's like, blanca is white, like the day.
Blanca, white, el día, the day. Fantástico. What else? You can also write in the chat.
Veneno is the poison.
Oh, fantástico. Oh, Murat is there. Great. You can do the second part.
Hi,
Great.
Murat.
Hola.
And-
where were we again? Blanca como el día, pero es veneno. Es white as a day, but it is poisons. Si te quieres enamorar, if you want to be in love.
Oh, fall in love. Muy bien, muy bien. Okay, and the second part?
Tan caliente y fría. It is very hot and also very cold. Que si te la bebes, if you drink it, de seguro te va a matar. For sure, it's going to kill you.
Un aplauso. Muy bien. Thank you very much for you both. Thank you very, very much. So, blanca, white, día, day, veneno, poison, enamorar, fall in love, caliente, hot, fría, cold, bebes is from beber, matar, to kill. So this is actually a song that is talking about a person. It's talking about a woman. So do you know, thank you very much for being on stage, right? Now we're going to see where does this come from? You know that? It is María de Ricky Martin. 1, 2, 3. Un pasito pa'lante, María. This is it. Así es María, blanca como el día, pero es veneno si te quieres enamorar. That's what you've been learning the whole time. And that's what I said. I'm sure you have already listened to that because this song came first in Spanish and then it was a version with English. So now you know what Ricky is talking about. Thank you very much, Ricky, for teaching us Spanish. And if I give you this, now you have kind of like a context. And now you can... The melody is going to help you. It's going to kind of like bring you already the words. It kind of takes you with it. It's going to help you. So if I give you this, now you can also confirm all the words that we have been learning. Blanca, this, that. Oh, great. And this is way easier than this. But this is already on your mind with repetition and images and so on. So make your life easier and help yourself. So, gracias por participar in understanding the song. Thank you very much. We continue. We have more tips and tricks. I recommend you to practice and to test. So let's go to real life. Let's see. It's 7. TaraConf is finished. Now I want to have a wine. So vino tinto o vino and I mean white wine. So write it in the chat. How do you say? Blanco, vino tinto o vino blanco? ¿Qué vino quieres? What vino do you want? Vino tinto o vino blanco? Muy bien. Or depending on the part of the world that you are, maybe it's winter, maybe it's a hot summer. How do you want the wine? You want the wine hot or cold? I'm in Germany, and in Germany in Christmas, they drink hot wine. Do you? Muy bien in the chat. Caliente o frío? ¿Quieres el vino caliente? ¿Quieres el vino frío? So try really to practice these words that you have already learned and also test yourself. Okay, día. I know actually the article. Is it masculino? Is it femenino? El o la? El o la. Do I remember? Yeah, we did it with the colors. El día. Muy bien in the chat. Muy bien. And this, veneno. El veneno o la veneno. I think it was the same as día, no? Muy bien, el veneno. So really, really test yourself once and once again. And please immerse yourself. Dive into the water and dive in and do is you can actually immerse yourself in your target language, even though you don't live there where the target language is actually spoken. You could do that nowadays. It's not 1950s that you have to catch a plane or cross over 2 oceans with a ship. No, there is, again, this nice thing called the internet. So Scott Chapman was the CEO of Chatterbug was talking about this at the opening chat. So we can immerse yourself with the internet. So listen to music. I was talking about that, but if you don't want to like really be looking at every lyric, you could just listen to music, and some words you're going to be understanding. And the longer you listen, the more you're going to learn. You can listen to podcasts. It is so hard, but you can change the speed. And there are actually also podcasts that are slower so that you understand every word and they don't talk as fast as I do. You can also watch YouTube. It's also so fast. Yes, but they also have an option when you can slow down the speed. So don't worry. You can watch the streams in Chatterbug. So yeah, we do a lot of content about a lot of different topics, very different, all of them. And we teach in a way that you are gonna for sure understand way more than if you were just browsing through social media or having a look at YouTube. You can listen to audiobooks. You can also adjust how fast you're going to listen to that. You can also scroll back and click back to listen to the last seconds if you didn't understand something. You can immerse yourself using the sticky notes at home. I know it's a very classic exercise that we do, but you cannot avoid that at one point. So you just see them the whole time. So you learn the words by repetition. You can read easy books. I had it in school and a lot of times. So we just have some adaptation of something, and it's way easier to learn to understand a story this way. You can also grab a book that you already like and you already read. Like, I don't know, I read Harry Potter in English, or I read the Twilight Saga in German. And at the beginning, the Twilight Saga was very hard to understand. But after a while, I learned so much vocabulary. For sure, get a tandem partner. Maybe the first person is not gonna be right away your best friend, but it is a very nice way to get in contact, not only with the language, but also with the culture, which is priceless. And I'm pretty sure there where you live, there's gonna be someone that speaks that language that you wanna learn. Otherwise, the internet. Put your phone in the language that you actually want to learn, your target language. And when you put your phone in that language, some of your social media is going to adapt to whatever language you have on your phone. For example, if I am looking at TikTok with my phone in German, I will get first German TikToks or German reels in Facebook. So do it in Spanish or in your target language, and you will get some new content. And by the way, as TJ or Tom Johnson was explaining in our pitch sessions, you can have a look at the shorts at Chatterbug right now. It's a vertical content, very easy, very fast. And I really think you're going to have fun with that. And please don't be like Anna with Dutch. I don't speak any Dutch anymore. I lost it. So please use it. I got an A2. I was already in a B1 and I had like a certificate in A2. I'd never use it. So I lost it. All this effort lost. So don't be like me. Use it and don't lose it. And please have fun. Try to learn a fun way. It doesn't, I have to learn vocabulary again. It doesn't have to be this. It's about communication. It's not about perfection. So enjoy, have fun. Because in the end, you're going to be able to communicate with so many new people. That's amazing. That's why we do this. Thank you very much for your attention. There is a couple of polls now that I would like you to answer if you feel like it. And if you have some questions, I don't know if we still have time. Thank you in the chat. Thank you very much. Un veneno de Tangana. Oh, songs. Nice, Jeff, you're giving me nice gifts.
Thank you very much, Anna. I have a question to kick off our Q&A session. Do you have any tips for how you can correctly remember words that maybe sound a bit similar to a word in your native language? For example, with your example, el veneno, the first thing I think is, oh, it sounds like venom in English. But then sure enough, I will always forget later on exactly what the difference is and think, was it veneno? No, it wasn't exactly that. Yeah. Do you have any tips to handle that?
What I actually do is like to say it out loud with my pronunciation. For example, colleague, I know it's written a different way in English as in Spanish, because colega. So I kind of like collague. So I say out loud in what would be my own pronunciation, So for you will be something like veneno, I don't know how would you pronounce it, but I say it out loud a lot of times and with my own pronunciation, so that when I have to write it, I have the way of writing it. For example, obvious is obvios. So for me, with the Spanish pronunciation, it's not obvious, it's obvios, obvios, obvios. So I pronounce in Spanish what I would have to write in English, and that's how I remember that. Or I was teaching someone the word aguacate, which means avocado, aguacate, so it's aguacate, aguacate. Just as simple as that. But remember to do it preferably with the way that you would pronounce it in your mother tongue. If you will listen to that and write it, how would it be? And that's what works for me.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Of course.
Questions from the audience?
Please. Oh, Murad, thanks for your nice words.
Okay, we have someone from the audience that is asking to join in on screen. So I'll let Hannah come up. Maybe she has a question to ask you directly. Oh, okay. Maybe she's gone now. Hannah, if you have a question, feel free to write it in the Q&A box or in the chat, and we can ask Anna right now.
Thanks, Ricky Martin, to helping us. Gracias, Ricky.
Do you have any other song recommendations or artist recommendations, Anna, for learning Spanish in particular?
It depends on whatever you like. So I know someone that really likes reggaeton. So listening to reggaeton is helping them to learn Spanish, but maybe you hate reggaeton. So then you need to go for that genre that you really like. In Chatterbug, we're doing like playlists of different songs. I think you can find it in the Spotify channel of Chatterbug. And there are like different levels depending on what we refer to in the streams. But it really, really depends on whatever that you like. Because if you're going to listen to something you don't like, then you're not gonna listen to that anymore.
Yeah, you want something good to be stuck in your head, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think we have any other questions for today. Thank you so much, Anna. That was really helpful.
Thank you very much for the opportunity of being here, and thank you all.
For everyone in our audience, if you would like to see more of Anna and hear more from her, you can, of course, download the Chatterbug app, and you can see Anna in tons and tons of streams and shorts that we have in this app. And keep learning some Spanish if you're learning Spanish. Okay, thanks everyone.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of the conference.